Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbez DVD Live is taking over.
So we got Charlamagne in the building.
Man, I gotta get in focus, man. That was M.Reck, man.
Yeah.
What was the name of that joint? All In. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, so we got Charlamagne in the building.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hitler.
Oh.
You know, when you break the mic, it's gonna be a great interview. So that's a unknown ritual.
All right.
So Hitler, they still mad at you for that?
They still mad? I don't care, man. I'm making money off of their madness, man. Not a lot of money, but hey, you know what I mean? A little something.
We talking about success earlier. What is success to you?
Success is anything that I achieve, man, that I dream to achieve, or just even little baby steps that I want to achieve and I accomplish that. That's success for me. And, you know, I wanted to speak on what you were saying about success before. Charlamagne, right? Charlamagne The God, for, you know, most that don't. I mean, I think he's the only fucking Charlamagne on the planet. So
it's a producer named Charlamagne.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no disrespect to him, but Charlamagne The God, you know, from that other radio station, he said something to me. He said, niggas want to hate all the time when they see brothers that are successful.
Said that to you?
Yeah.
Who was you hating on?
Him.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly.
Okay.
Hating on him. So I said, how do you know I'm not successful? What's the definition of success? That's a relative fucking statement. To a blind man, if he sees the light of day, that's fucking success to him.
Yeah.
To a homeless man, he got some shelter over his head, a bed to fucking sleep in.
Yeah.
That's success. If he didn't have that yesterday, today he's successful.
Yeah.
And so, and that's something that, you know, a lot of people they misconstrue that. Success always equates to them, as we were speaking, or you were speaking about earlier, to flash and glam. That's not successful, because I mean, you could have, not only that is successful, that's a part of success if that's what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So how successful is that man that have those riches, the houses, the cars and everything, but he got like 3 months to live because he got fucking colon cancer or some shit. Like, is that, you know, is that
success
really?
Is living.
It's living.
Let me ask you something. So how did you get into an exchange with Charlamagne The God? Why and how did that start?
Basically in my my drunken stupor sometimes. Yeah. No, by the way, I laid off on liquor for a minute. You know, I came from the days, you know, where if a nigga was whack as an MC, I think we touched on this.
Yeah.
Niggas was brutally honest, nigga, you whack.
Yeah.
You whack. I typically wasn't the one that would say that to people, because I like to, you know what I mean? I don't like to discourage people. I like to encourage people.
I like to tell people.
But I come from that. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel a certain way, or I feel that you know, I think I called them, like, you know, I think once, like the Talib, you know, I don't know, I was in that house nigga mode. I may have called him a house nigga, and basically, you know, and that's what his response was. It was a little more than just calling him a house nigga. It was a reason behind that, you know, because I think that he talks the talk on radio, he you know, and a lot of times off, you know, he tries to, you know, this pro-black, when he tries to get serious, and then he'll say some coon shit. And then it's like, yo, who are you? You know what I mean? So it's just like, I addressed him on that, you know what I mean? And that was his response, you know, yo, niggas be hating whenever they see a brother that's successful, you know what I mean?
How do you feel though when people conveniently use the black power thing, but it's not really there?
It's irksome, man. Yeah. That shit bothers the fuck out of me, because, you know, I think, you know, as you were speaking about earlier, hip hop failed us, man. There's nobody to look up to, like, you know what I mean? There's nobody dropping knowledge. What happened to the each one teach one? There's nobody to, like, these motherfuckers is falling down the fucking cliff, and there's a whole bunch of fucking people following.
Yeah.
And if you're an adult, and you know better, you're a grown ass man or woman, then fuck it, that's your fault. But when you got kids, there's nobody that these kids can get knowledge from. You know what I mean? Our excuse is like, yo, the motherfuckers is wild, they crazy. I mean, the grown, like, when have it become to where we actually scared of the kids? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. So, I mean, to answer your question, like, they use that brotherhood, this brother, but they don't really mean it. It's two-faced, it's a contradiction.
So a lot of people that you've had exchanges with via Twitter.
Yeah.
If you see them, would you want to have dialogue? Would you want to shoot a five, or what is
Here's the thing, man. I used to run with Cool G Rap, right?
Okay.
And everybody know his history. I had a little problem. We were recording a 5 Family Click album.
Yeah, definitely.
So we created a bond. We was cool. You know what I mean? It was almost like real family, 5 Family Click. You know what I mean? And he has his reputation. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But we had some business disagreements and also some personal. And I came out a certain way, where I think, in hindsight is 2020. I should have approached the situation a little differently, but I came out really just in an accusing way. You know what I mean? And but the thing is, and he spoke his part, and we were back and forth, and that was it. I'm not fucking with you no more. That's it. Blah blah blah. My brother did my brother Glory Wars. He did he was all over the album, but he did the Gully song with G Rap, my cousin, which used to be his wife.
Mark Walker's your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And so, they went down to the, I supported my brother by coming down to the Gully video shoot. Yeah. But my thing is, most people, especially in hip hop nowadays, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? It's a lot of, my thing is, okay, we had words and we severed our business relationship. Why can't I see you? Yeah. And we spoke about it in person. Now, a lot of these niggas in the game now would think, yo, I gotta come with an entourage. He got a whole bunch of niggas there, which he did, you know what I mean? But my thing is, nah, we had a disagreement man to man. My mind ain't even going to that it's gonna get something further, physical.
And then sometimes it's because disagreement.
Exactly. So when I speak on Twitter, in person or whatever like that, it's not, if I see that person, there's no, I'm not, I would love dialogue. Yeah. Like, yo, you showing bread? Yo, yeah. let me holler at you for a minute.
But how you think Talib feels by you calling him a house nigga?
I would love for him to defend it. Yeah. In person. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Tell me why you, and somebody mentioned, they said, oh, Talib, 100 grand he raised for, and I appreciate that. And I supported that. And I confused the motherfucker. I said, salute to that man. But I thought I was like, see, that's where ignorance come in, and you're not on your grown man shit. Yeah. I spoke from a personal place of that don't mean that you're just fucked up as a person. I can't agree with nothing.
You do from
here on in. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. And that's the business I deal with even outside of music. I deal with real estate. And there's been a lot of fuck you, fuck it, like that or whatever. And then we see each other in court. There's situations. Yeah. And I'll shake. How's your kids? Yeah. They're good. How's yours? They're good. I hope your wife. And we're going into a fucking deposition, some lawsuit shit. Yeah. But that's business. Yeah. I'm asking you how's your kids? I know your kids. That's personal. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know how to separate that, and that's why I was shocked that like Talib and I had you rehashing old shit like block me like that blocking shit on Twitter from a man to another. I'm not talking about like yo, I fucked your mother, like just antagonizing all the time. And you be like yo, this motherfucker's like a troll. Yeah, like yo, like I'm addressing a serious situation and you block me because I speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like some of them think that you meet different people are beneath them? Like, why should I answer this motherfucker?
Yeah, and that's my problem. And that's why I'm approach anybody with that Hollywood mentality. Yeah. Nah, nigga. Like Biggie said, what'd he say? niggas bleed just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like, I don't look at you, you know what I mean? There's two.
What Dougie Fresh said, the only stars I know was in the sky.
In the sky, that's right. And that's what it is, like, you know. And so yeah, so when Charlamagne, he didn't block me, so shout out to Charlamagne right there. David Banner, like, you blocked me?
David Banner.
And it wasn't even no house nigga shit or nothing. I just was speaking on something that, like, yo, address this because I have a issue with this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know, like, I'm really like for people, like, really, and I know he has some foundations and all that or whatever, but it's not there. And a lot of people say, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, people could they could see me. Yeah. They can see me. I'm really about this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I speak to children. Me and my brother got a situation, a foundation set up. Not an LLC or anything incorporated like that, but we got a situation where we help kids.
A lot of people don't know LLCs and corporations. You can still make money. Right?
Exactly.
It's a lot of fuck shit behind that a little bit. People will act like it's for the kids, but you getting money.
Yeah.
So for like a Talib, a Banner, what do you want them to do? That's probably what they say. What the fuck you want me to do, nigga?
You know, if you're gonna speak about it, like, be about it. Use your platform to really, you know, it's so simple. If somebody like me could use my platform just on a social media aspect and drop knowledge, somebody like yourself could you on your website, and that's why I love Forbez DVD. You have a balance of different content. Mm-hmm. You don't really need to do that. As a matter of fact, you could go with the dumb shit all day long.
I could go with fuckery all day. I have the most traffic and the most hits.
You could do that, but you sacrifice
the money,
the money and the popular. Well, no, the popular is shit.
It's the money,
you know,
because
it's really the money.
It goes back to the success thing. You say I sacrifice money.
Yeah, so they do to the 20 or 30% that they may do, and I'm not saying they're obligated as artists to hold that weight on them, you know what I mean? But the 20% looks like so much more to the outsider. You know what I mean? So I could come up, you know, Sean Penn, he went to Haiti. He took a couple of pictures carrying fucking some bodies or people that are out of the water. And then, okay, cameras off, thank you. Like that. So, exactly. So to the public, it's like, yo, this motherfucker, yo, he really, he's down for the cause. He's in the trenches or whatever. So it's like, and I'm not saying they aren't doing that, but you know what I mean? Let me feel that. Let me see that. Like, what are you doing? Let me go in the books a little bit. Let me go in the files a little bit.
But you got, all right, you got people who, are you feeling like the people who hold them in high regards, they're not living up to the hype that people are holding them for? Because I had this discussion, like, some people are looked at the holy grail of rap, and I'd be like, well, what the fuck did they do? Like, why you love them so much? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like, because it is a big cross to bear sometimes.
It is, it is, you know, and but when you travel that road, like, I would never say that to, like, Rich Homie Quan or Young Thug. Like, they're totally out of the fucking scenario, especially after that dance that Rich Homie Quan did. That was, yo.
It was on.
That's on some other shit right now, but yeah, I mean, if you're going that route, and they've consistently gone that route, Talib, you know what I mean? He's and as I mentioned in the last interview, he's somebody that I actually respect. I love his music, you know, I like what he speaks about. But it's like my gripe with him was actually a lot more simpler. I watch his timeline, and I watch people, you know, send certain things. My whole thing is upliftment. You know what I mean? You may not be, like you said, you know, tell niggas they whack or whatever, and I understand, but, you know, uplift somebody, you know what I mean? And to me, he seems like he puts, it's a battle. It's a, you know, I've seen people send him stuff, and he, you know, and he's like, yo, don't send me that, and I'm not, you know, in that mode to be listening to stuff like that right now, when this, like that. I'm like, you don't know what you could do to somebody that's not built that way, you know, especially another person of color. Like, yo, why?
But let me give you another side.
Yeah.
If somebody have a fucking million followers and they getting 100,000 submissions a day, what the fuck are they supposed to do?
I understand that, but
should they find a system to?
Well, let's. Here's the thing, you know, when I see you talk about you, where I'm gonna be performing, where I'm at, you get the accolades, the retweets, the this, the that, you know, hashtag this person, hashtag that, like that. Let a motherfucker through, like that's just trying to get his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even give him advice. Be like, yo, I like the lyrics, but the beat, you could do better.
You could
like,
pick one a day.
Yeah. Uplift somebody. So that was my gripe. It was a lot more simpler. I was like, yo, and I may have came out, you know, crazy. I don't know the exact word, but I'm like, yo, you know, I think I said house nigga was involved in that. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Give a nigga a break. Give him a chance. You know what I mean? And so it was that. You know, Vlad was a whole different ball game. You know, that's something that seems personal. You know, not from my end, from his end.
Because of what?
Because of the whole Hitler thing, you know, and him being Jewish, and we touched on that before, you know, and he's like just like done, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the fuckery is all day, you know what I mean?
And that's what brought forth Roach.
Yeah, and that's what brought forth Roach. What brought forth Roach was two spectrums. One was racist officers against civilized humans, another acronym. Somebody said I'm the king of acronyms. I'll take that. But the next one, God Help Me, which is crazy in my opinion. No acronym there, but Roach, racist officers against civilized humans. It basically was a parallel comparison to niggas in the industry and racist officers. It's like, okay, now you have these two spectrums, but like, what's worse to us? Yeah. To our people. What's worse?
This dudes in the industry is like police now.
They in every way. And if you listen, then anybody that listens to the song, they'll see the parallel about jocking niggas that's out of town and fucking with niggas that's out of town and all this, and that's what the people in the industry do. They don't fuck with niggas that ain't from New York and more than what they do. Just like police fuck with you and when you got out of places. So it's a whole comparison. Whole comparison.
Where could they hear that at?
That's everywhere digitally. iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody. Everywhere they get that. Yeah, Forbez DVD. We got not a video. We got like a nice
montage.
Yes, okay. Yes. That's gonna lead into. I wouldn't say a bigger record, but a record that's gonna cover a full spectrum of this industry. And God help me. You know what I mean? Because that's what I feel like saying a lot of times when I see a lot of this dumb shit. God help me. But it's gonna lead into a very deep video about that.
Let me ask you something. The industry, the average rapper thinks I'm gonna do my shit, put it on that piff, spam everybody's Twitter, everybody's Facebook, everybody's Instagram, and then when you don't like it, you a fucking hater, or you a blocker, yo, my shit is better than your man.
Yeah.
When you do your music, why is your plan so different from that?
Well, number one, because of the content.
Okay.
You know, I would never spam anybody with frivolous bullshit content. You know what I mean? So the ones that I do, I never expect one person to come back to me and say, yo, I heard that. I never expect that, you know what I mean? But when they do, that's the person that it was meant for, when you know what I'm saying? So, I'm actually trying to enlighten. I'm giving literature in some sense, in my opinion, you know what I mean? So I'm putting it out there. It's like the Chinese motherfucker that come in lobbies and they fucking leave, you know what I mean? It'd be great if motherfucking the whole building took every one of those and ordered for it. But 2 or 3, fuck it. You know what I mean? You got some good food.
this music business is fucked up. The entertainment industry is fucked up. Why fucked up?
Well, first of all, when you have a passion for something and you're not doing it for monetary, and that's the thing, you know, a lot of times, you know, people don't realize, and you understand it, M.Reck understands it, you're actually putting more into it than you're actually getting back. You know, I'm doing music videos, I'm mixing, mastering, you know what I mean? And I'm not doing it really on a low level. I'm actually going the route with the mixes, mastering and all that as the heavyweights do.
Yeah.
So I'm not, same places.
Which I know about Frankfurt Wayne.
Frankfurt Wayne, Sterling Sound. That's where I just got my shit.
$200 an hour.
Exactly. And when you're doing that and you're not getting a return like you would on that, it's a passion. And with me, it has become more than a self-serving type of thing. I'm trying to actually touch people with it. You know, not for accolades. You know what I mean? I could give a fuck if my face is not seen or whatever. I'm actually trying to touch people with it. You know,
when you go around the street, in all the 5 boroughs, in and out of New York, if your music could change one thing about the black neighborhood you see, what is the one thing that you wish you could change that you see?
I wish that people realize that intelligence is the new swag.
It's cool.
That's the new swag. Intelligence, you know, people that are trying to achieve more than just being a rapper, like you said before. You know what I mean? And they trying to, you know, go. I love it when I hear, like, you know, people doing other things, you know, outside of. I know where our bloodline is more of entertaining, you know, as a people, you know, whether it be sports, music, or whatever. That's just something we're really good at. You know what I mean? So, but I love to hear when people achieve or they endeavor to do other shit. So yeah, when I actually could speak to somebody intelligently. Like this brother right here, and I forgot your name. I remember the last time you had some interesting point of view.
Uncle Tad.
Uncle Tad got a lot of knowledge, this brother, and you know what I mean. And this is the second time he here, and I'm listening to what he say, certain things, and I'm actually learning from him.
Yeah,
that's the shit right there.
Thank you.
Why do you think in our neighborhood with our people it's so cool to be a fucking idiot? And I don't mean idiot as in, not only idiot as in you act stupid, meaning that you are dumb and you do dumb shit, because what you do is is a reflection of what you know. You know what I'm saying? So if they say if you knew better, you do better.
Yeah.
So obviously motherfuckers don't know no better because they ain't doing no better. Why do you think it's cool and with our people to just be, every word is, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, every word is, it's just no intelligence. Why do you think that that's cool to us?
There has to be, there's no way in the world, we all grew up in the ghetto, I would think all of us grew up in the ghetto. We had something outside of our initial surroundings to know that there was something different. I don't care if it was your aunt that lived in Long Island that had a house.
We had an aunt
or in Queens that had, and the same with my family. You know what I mean? You had something else to look at and say, yo, there's another way outside of this. I think these, I'm privileged to not live in the hood anymore, you know, but I have to do dealings within the hood, and when I see these, and I wonder that too. I stare out the car window and watch them. I analyze. I've always been an analyzer. I watch, and I say they don't know no better. They don't have that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that to look at and say, damn. You know what I mean? I'm striving for that.
They strive for a car to come back in the hood.
And then to make it worse, their heroes are fucking idiots. Blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let me ask you something. In closing, how could you get through to the youth and still be cool to them? Because I think when they look at you and they say, all right, he got on a low hoodie, but I ain't see that shit in Jimmy Jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't see that shit in Woodbury. You know that shit. I don't know. That shit might be solo. I don't know if that shit is real. How could you get through to them and still be cool?
With me, it's always been one-on-one. You know what I mean? I realistically, I don't know if I'm gonna, interviews like this.
Yeah.
If they listen, but with me, it's been really one-on-one. You know what I mean? When I meet kids each and every day or whatever, and I give them a handshake or whatever, and I talk to them. I always try to drop a jewel. You know what I mean? So it's always one more, and you don't want to be too far removed, from them. Yeah. And there's a lot of people, again, going back to the artists that have platforms, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't know what Jay-Z does behind the scenes. I just don't get certain motherfuckers. You have so much voice. You could do a fucking PSA that come on TV that everybody's watching, fucking, you know what I mean? Stop the regular program, whatever, and actually say something that may not affect everybody, but reach a lot of these kids, you know what I mean? And they just choose not to, but me, it's a one-on-one basis. It's looking like you, is speaking your language somewhat, and showing you where I came from, but then actually showing you another side.
How to get the fuck out of it.
How to get the fuck out of here.
And it ain't always through rap. You basically rap as a hobby.
I basically, at this point, I rap as a hobby.
Yeah.
And somewhat an obligation.
Yeah.
Because as a hobby, if I'm gonna do it, I feel obligated to
be good.
to be good and to teach somebody. And another thing, what you said about the young children, I don't transform for them. And you see a lot of these older cats, they don't even realize it. Now I gotta walk like him, I gotta same gestures, same language. No, I don't transform for them.
Yeah.
I speak intelligently, even if you're speaking nonsense. You know what I mean? I you know what I mean? Or I carry myself a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a dignified manner. I'm not gonna get on your level. Yeah. You're supposed to learn from me, not me from you.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be coming up. You ain't supposed to be going down.
Exactly.
All right. Pause on that too. So give them all your own social network information, your Instagram, your Twitter, everything.
Yeah. ILUV Sean Breed. That's the Twitter. Instagram Sean Breed. SeanBreed. Website SeanBreed.com. And look out for that next video and song, God Help Me. Roach is out there now for purchase, support.
iTunes, all digital, everywhere.
All digital everywhere.
And it's an acronym, it's a period after every letter, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. Just like Hitler. Yeah.
Okay, just like
Racist officers against civilized humans. We got a lot of them. We got to stop that.
Yep. All right, man. So I want to thank you for coming. Let them know you're on ForbesDVD.com.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yo, Sean Breed chilling, ForbesDVD.com. The best.
That's what it is. And I just decided. ForbesDVD.com. Doggie Diamonds TV.com.